Alright, so I set out on a journey to get lean. And on this journey, my goal is to hit 15% body fat. I set out on this goal on January 1st as my New Year's resolution. Really, I just figured it'd be symbolic to start a big journey at the beginning of a year. And I don't necessarily want to call it a New Year's resolution, but I guess to some degree it kind of is. The whole point here is that I set out on this quest to lean down and get pretty shredded and look athletic, be athletic, just, overall bring myself up to the next level. And so far, in 100-ish days, lost almost 30 pounds, 27 to be exact, 27 pounds down, while putting on a little bit of muscle, a touch of muscle. How much? I'm not sure. I'd say anywhere from half a pound to 3 pounds, somewhere in there. I would really doubt 3 pounds. I'd say a pound and a half at the most, honestly. But I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I haven't taken a DEXA scan. I haven't taken any MRI or anything like that. I have just measured throughout my body and weighed on the scale. And the weight has gone down. The stomach has shrank. The quads have grown ever so slightly, and the biceps have maintained their size, the calves as well, the forearms as well. So we haven't really lost size on the extremities, but on the stomach we've lost I think 3 inches, something like that. Pretty substantial. So far 100-ish days in, a lot more now because we took a few days off, got our first workout in back, felt pretty good. And now we're getting back on the schedule. It's back to the grind, baby, because we're not there yet. We're not there. There's more work to do. So, on this conquest, on this journey to finally be lean for the first time in my life, there's a few things I've learned from this 100 days that I want to bring in, hone in, dial in, and maximize the rest of this lean down, this final shred, if you will. So, like I said, quite a few things I learned from the 100 days. Some things I tried and they helped, some things didn't. The first biggest thing is going to be making more of a routine out of my day, having more of a schedule. Nothing crazy. I've always been bad at being a scheduled person, so it's not my strong suit, but I need to add some more predictability, some more regimen, some more routine to my day in order to make sure I'm hitting all the right things on this final shred down, because I do want to do it not quickly, but in a timely manner. By July, it would be great to be at least a lot closer, if not there. So, routine, regimen, schedule, whatever you want to call it. That is step one. Adding that in, getting up at the same time, going to bed at near the same time, starting the day off with the same thing. And with that being said, the day is going to start off with a cup of coffee, with a splash, a touch of almond milk. Yes, it's okay. I promise. You're looking at 20 calories tops with a splash. If you're gonna pour an entire cup of almond milk, then you're looking at, 80 calories? 60? Something like that? That'll add up eventually. But if you're just adding a splash in your coffee, you're gonna be fine. I promise. It's not that serious. After the coffee, it's gonna help perk us up, get us ready to go, and then we're gonna hit this, or elliptical, or bike, or walk, whatever it might be. We're going to hit some form of light, steady state cardio in order to get the day off on the right foot, get us going, get us started, start our calorie burning, get some movement in, wake us up even more. That's the goal. So the day will be starting off with a coffee, followed by incline walking, elliptical session, bike session, whatever it might be, whatever you have access to. You know what I mean? This is all about finding things that are adaptable and usable in your own life and transforming it, making it something that's normal, something that's easy. I enjoy this. I enjoy going out for walks. Both of those are great. So not only for variability's sake, keeping, variety, the spice of life, to keep things going, keep things exciting, but to just, move in a different way, do different things. So that's the plan to start off. Let me finish this up, and then we'll continue talking about what the schedule is going to look like. All right, 30 minutes done. As you can see, pretty dang sweaty. It was a good workout. I feel good. I feel uppity. That was enough, you know. We burned 229 calories in 30 minutes. So anybody who tells you that you cannot lose weight doing zone 2 cardio, that's just incorrect. It's just absolutely incorrect. It's not the only thing I'm doing. It's a piece of the puzzle, but it absolutely helps. An extra 230 calories in your day will absolutely help make a difference. So it's something I've done this whole time. It's what I think is an integral part of me losing that 27 pounds, and it's what I'm going to continue to do. So great way to start the day. Now what I'm going to do is first meal of the day is going to be somewhere between 10 and noon, somewhere in there, just because honestly sometimes I'm hungry a little sooner, other times I can wait. So for eating habits, the way I'm going to be eating, what I found while doing this is that 4 meals a day, weirdly, works very well for me. I used to do the intermittent fasting. I used to do 2 meals, 2 huge meals, because I love eating, and I love eating big, plentiful meals. So that's something huge for me. It was a big shift, and when I made that shift, like 3 or 4 days in, my energy was off the charts. They say it helps with protein synthesis. I don't know. I've seen some of the studies and stuff, and it's iffy. But what it does do, in my opinion, is help regulate your energy level and keep it, you know, as soon as you eat, you start coming up a little bit, and then you're going to come back down as you don't eat. So having that frequency kind of makes it a little bit more shallow of a down compared to what it could be if you wait a longer period of time, like the 3 meals, the 2 meals, whatever, you know. And if intermittent fasting is working for you, keep going with it. This is by no means a one-size-fits-all. I do genuinely think that everyone has slightly different ways that they need to approach it for their own body, for their own genetics. So try it. Try it. That's what I'm going to be doing. All right, meal number 1. Now we're a little behind schedule, so this is a bigger meal than what I would normally have. But if you think about it, this would almost be my 2 meals. I'd add a little bit more. So this is essentially a protein pancake just in a bowl. I'm lazy, so this is super quick. You just toss all the ingredients together, microwave it for a minute and a half, ready to go. Topped with some, I already ate some, I couldn't wait. Has some PB powder, has some protein powder, just a protein pancake bowl. So really easy. This is just a simple omelet, 1 egg, 4 ounces of egg whites, and some chicken sausage in there. Combined, both of those, 502 calories, 500 calories. 58 grams of protein, 13 fat, 42 carb. That's pretty damn good. If you guys want to see how to throw that together, or if you guys want to just try it out yourselves, I throw some PB Fit in here, some protein powder, the Kodiak cake, top it with a little bit of sugar-free syrup. Set. Absolutely set. The only thing I would add, if I could, and I want to keep kind of at my calorie threshold right now, some fruit or something. That'd be cool. Other than that, though, fantastic way to start the day. From a nutrition standpoint, I think we're going to be, I will confirm, we're going to be somewhere between 1,600 and 1,800 calories. I'll figure out that final number, let you know. But that's my guesstimation for right now, at least. Protein-wise, we're going to be trying to hit like 180 to 200 grams of protein. And carbs, probably about like 170, 160, somewhere in there, with fat just remaining low, like probably less than 40 grams a day. So yeah, that's the plan there. Obviously it'll be specific to you and your goals, but all you need to do is go online, type in maintenance calorie calculator, and it'll spit out a number, and whatever that number is, just subtract like 300 from it, 200 from it, depending on how crazy you want to go. It's easier to ease into it because you'll help yourself. Your body continually adapts. So the slower you get into it and you do those small adjustments, the easier it's going to be for you to incrementally go down and continue that weight loss. There's people who just dive in and go 1,000 calories right off the bat. They have a lot of trouble as they get deeper and deeper, and then they're eating nothing at the end. I mean, you're seeing how much I'm eating. This is pretty good. And like this is only 500 calories. I have over 1,000 calories left for the day still. So yeah, word of caution, take it easy starting out. Get your activity in. That'll help a lot too. And just eat smart, you know. And you'll get there. Absolutely. I'm gonna try to, and then we'll get some gym after this. Let's get after it. Good start. All right, on the way to the gym. So I said, I think I said I'm gonna try and eat 4 times a day. Notice I didn't say 4 meals a day. It's not like I'm having 500 to 800 calorie meals every single time. Sometimes one of those meals is gonna be kind of more of a snack, and we're gonna be looking for something a little smaller. This is just one of the cottage cheese with peaches. This is something quick, easy, simple, and if you're busy, let's say you're working full-time and you got other obligations you need to get to, or let's say you're in college and you're in those classes, you know, you're busy, you don't got all the time in the world. Sometimes you got to take a snack on the go. So my best advice to you is finding, oh my god, they made so much progress on that building. My best advice to you is to find lots of little things that are healthy, quick, easy, like this cottage cheese cup, like yogurts, like the cleaner jerkies. A lot of those have quite a bit of sodium, and some of them have a decent amount of sugar in there as well. You'd be kind of surprised. But in general, I think as long as you are getting something like that, or, you know, like the store delis, getting some chicken breast from there, even packing yourself something little and quick, some turkey breast or some chicken with, I don't know, quick little side of veggies or something, and you're just pounding that down as you're driving. You know, driving is time that you could fit little things in. No, I'm not saying drive distracted, but like if you have something that you can one hand and like eat real quick and easy, I mean, hey, or scarf it down at a freaking stoplight, you know what I mean? But that's something that I always do, especially because I got a little bit of a drive ahead of me. I think I got probably like 25 more minutes to go, so that's plenty of time for me to scarf that baby down and get a few extra calories in, get a little extra protein in there before the workout, and then hit it hard. Let's get going, you know what I'm saying? And then the only other thing I was going to talk about is water. Definitely getting in that water. I personally am going to be shooting for usually about 100 ounces, give or take. I say give or take, and I mean like at least 80 ounces, and then you know, going up to like almost 120 ounces, all said and done. So somewhere in there should be the sweet spot for me. I've learned through this experience, staying hydrated helps you kind of get your weight fluctuations under control a little bit more. If you're not tracking your sodium, there's a chance that, you know, you're going to see a good bump up, and that's just because you're holding excess water. So you're getting that water weight, you're getting a little waterlogged. But in my experience thus far, it does seem like if you're pounding the water and staying hydrated, getting that continual cycling of, you know, having that water go through, clear everything out over and over repeatedly, there's something about that restorative process. Plus, we're at, what, 80% water, so it's important to stay hydrated, to say the least. My whole point here, though, is that keeping that water a little higher like that, for me, it seemed like it helped regulate my weight a little better. Less fluctuations, or less pronounced fluctuations. Previously, I've seen, you know, all the way up to like 2 pounds in a day randomly, and it's water weight most of the time. But like I said, just getting that water in kind of helps make it a little more predictable. So yeah, headed to the gym, gonna hit a lighter leg day. We're not gonna go super crazy because we've been working on some flexibility stuff in the background. Haven't been recording it, but it does actually fatigue out the legs a little bit. I am feeling it a little bit, so I figure hit them soft, get them the rest of the way there, and then we're good to go. And that goes into my next point here in this whole schedule, in the grand scheme of things, this final shred down. What is next? Well, that's working out. We've been doing it anyway, but I like to mix in my working out. I like to change it up a little bit. I like to do different things. It's not push pull legs and a rest day. It's like push pull legs, a activity day, a active rest day, a rest day, then it's another push pull legs, then it's an upper lower. It just, whatever I'm feeling. I am absolutely in the school of thought of listening to your body, and whatever feels right, you go with it. So if for some reason the back's really lagging, like, don't hit it, you know what I mean? Hit everything else, that's fine. Should you be going in willy-nilly and kind of hitting whatever all the time? No, it kind of helps to have the regimen to like kind of know what you're doing from time to time. But if something's lagging, like by no means, like if my legs are demolished, I'm not gonna hit them a second time during the week just because that's what I'm supposed to do. If they're demolished, they need the extra time, they need the extra rest, and the resting aspect is nearly as important as the stimulus of working out itself. So absolutely give yourself the rest if you're feeling better. Like if arms recovered a lot faster, hit some freaking arms, you know what I mean? Just like I play golf and I box just kind of randomly as hobbies. So if I'm too sore to do one of those, obviously I'm not going to do it. But if I'm feeling good and I just hit arms or back or whatever just prior, like I'm still feeling good enough, so I'm going to go do it. And then that's probably going to make me actually sore in the end. So my whole point, balance it out, understand your body, listen to it. If you're feeling too sore, don't push it. There's no reason to. You don't want to, counteract the stimulus by going overboard, causing too much of those micro tears and really setting yourself back. And on another note, you don't want to injure yourself. So just be smart about it. And yeah, so legs coming up. I'll probably record it a little shorter than normal just because I want to really break down the whole schedule, what it's kind of going to be looking like. So I will see you in the gym. All right. We're at the gym. This brings me to my next point. Getting in hypertrophic training. Lifting weights. Not necessarily lifting heavy or anything like that, but just pushing ourselves to get better in the gym. And I'm looking to do this at least 3 times a week. Honestly, we'll probably be a little closer to 4 to 5 times a week. Typically, I'll do push-pull legs. I'm trying something different, at least right now. Yesterday, I did chest and biceps. And let me tell you, they are both gassed, very sore. But today, we're hitting legs. Kind of give the upper body a moment to rest. And then tomorrow, we'll hit triceps and back. So changing it up a little bit, seeing how it works. Felt pretty good, and I had an insane connection with my muscles yesterday. So if that maintains itself and that continues to be the trend of the way that things go, this is probably going to be the way I train for a little while. I like mixing things up. I mix things up probably every 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that. I could probably push it to 12 and be perfectly fine. But I always think it's good to add a little bit of variety and, just change things up in general. So I'll be in here pushing myself for hypertrophic gains to gain some muscle to help boost my daily metabolic rate. So the amount of calories it takes to maintain all the extra muscle will increase the amount of calories I need just in a general sense. It's not going to be a ton, but hey, when we're trying to lose weight, every little bit counts. So let's get after it. I'm going to start off with Bulgarian split squats. Maybe I should have moved this up just a touch, huh? Looks like we're a little too close. There we go, not bad. All right. Oh. Man. Left leg, I think we hit with the right intensity. Right leg, I think I gave up one early. I think I could have hit one more, really pushed it. My goal here is to absolutely, push my limits pretty continuously. But on top of that, is to add an extra. I really like to hit 300, extra 300 calories while we're here. You put that together with the activity that we just got earlier, the walk, the incline, treadmill, the bike, whatever it is, you're all going like 200 and 300 calories, hitting 500 calories right there. Pretty easy, pretty simple. All you got to do is make sure that you're walking throughout the day, stuff like that. Pretty easy to hit 800 calories, 1,000 calories burned in the day. So that's the goal. That's what we're doing. Going to also be adding in some abs as always. I've done this since the beginning. I say, even if you can't see your abs from the start, you know, you've got too much fat covering them. Building that basis of muscle under it has really helped begin to show my abs as I lean down. So I'm not even at a spot where I'm lean enough to see everything, but like this is the best my abs have ever looked, the most defined, and I'm not even, you know, nowhere near lean enough. So it's just because we're lifting decently heavy, we're doing hypertrophic training, we're getting that 3D effect on the abs, and that is starting to poke through. So as we continue to lean down, they're going to look better and better. So whew, not gonna lie, that is the easiest this has ever felt. We'll jump up to full stack for a working set right after this, but that was a fantastic warm-up. Very locked in. Happy to see ab strength is up big time. I started, when I was doing this, when I first started out, 70. That was 150. And that was 70 for working sets. Now I'm at 195 for working sets. So, huge progress. And that's what I'm talking about, you know. Very underdeveloped abs starting out, getting much more developed along the way. Looking good, feeling good. All right. The other thing beyond supersetting is what I'm doing right now. Boost calories, walking around the gym. I'm not even kidding. It is crazy. If you go for 45 minutes to an hour, you can throw in 2,000 steps in my experience. And that typically will add on 200 more calories. It's not directly the walking necessarily that burns that extra 200 calories. It's continuing to keep the heart rate elevated that helps you burn those extra calories. So stacking on an extra 200 calories while you're here, insane. If you're looking to be a power lifter or you're looking for specifically strength, I think it is more beneficial for you to take the rest time and genuinely sit down, rest, rejuvenate the ATP, get ready for those crazy pushes again. But if you're looking to lose weight, even if you're doing hypertrophic, you'll be fine. And if you really want to push it, do a light jog around the gym. Go grab your water by the water fountain over and over, whatever it takes. Do a lap around, whatever it is. But yeah, 2,000 steps typically, 200 extra calories. It's crazy. Such a simple hack, and it genuinely makes such a huge difference. Let's check in super quick here. 39 minutes, 227 calories. Looking very good. Right on track for that 300 calories in about an hour. That's what I'm looking for. That's not the best I can do. I've hit close to 400, 420, something like that. But 300, that's my goal, and that's what I'm feeling good, you know? So, that's it, abs, and then burn out legs the rest of the way. All right, third set of abs. Let's get after it. Oh, really bring the abs to failure. Get them nice and pumped. Keep defining them as we lean down more and more, and they look even better. Let's get after it. Honestly, I probably could have hit one or two more. I got up a little early on that one. Still plenty hard though. And it's okay to leave a rep or two in reserve every here and there, you know. You don't always got to hit failure every single time. That's my goal currently, but sometimes you fall a little short, hit it harder the next time. Alright, this goes directly back to supersetting. In that conversation, this is a perfect machine that I love to superset for leg day. Gonna be doing our leg curls with our leg extensions, just back to back. Absolutely diabolical for getting the legs 100% pumped out. And we keep our heart rate going, burn more calories. That was a little short. My goodness. Alright. Going fairly heavy on this one. See where we're at. I think we could really boost this up. I think I don't want to waste any potential on this one. Really want to get them going. Alright. Oh yeah. Oh, man. All right. Whew. Hit some more abs while we're at it. All right, hitting this guy for variety's sake. Don't typically hit this. Just probably a weak point in my abs altogether. So this will be good. Set 3 of this guy. Last set. This will be, you know, I think the last of it. Feeling pretty good. Maybe what we'll do, drop down 2 pegs or so, and really focus on, hey, nice, 700 more steps to 8,000 steps for the day. So we're looking good there too. Back to what I was saying, I think we're gonna drop the weight a touch and just really burn everything out, get them really pumped, get them really going. This is one of my personal favorite ways to end things, just because you really get the burn, you really get that feel, and you can push through extra reps because you're not so high up on your weight. So bringing it down that touch just helps me really get the connection going and really get everything burning. Extreme contraction, extreme stretch, everything, you know what I mean? So this is one of my favorite ways to end it. And any exercise, honestly. I do this pretty frequently. I wouldn't say I do it every time, but maybe 7 out of 10 times, 6 out of 10 times, something like that. The majority of the time, this is how I end it. Alright. Here we go. Last set. Make it a good one. Damn. Pretty damn diabolical. Alright. Last set of these guys. Another water bottle down, another 36 ounces. Alright, last check-in before we head on out. 1 hour, 13 minutes, 460 calories. That's what I love to see. 460 calories on top of the, what was it, 230 earlier? We're looking at nearly 800 calories on the day. You know what I mean? That's what you gotta do. That's where you gotta go with this. Just work on getting that activity in, eating better, eating smarter, getting your protein in. It'll all come together over time. I'm gonna head on out. I'm gonna grab some type of quick snack, something more protein packed, maybe a yogurt, maybe, like I said, one of those turkey sticks, beef sticks, whatever. Just something to kind of add on a touch. Feeling a little hungry, but you know, dinner's right around the corner, so might as well wait for that. I have some errands to run, so I'm gonna hit the errands. That'll add in even more steps, even more calories, and then by the time we get home, we'll probably be at 1,000 calories. So I will catch you guys at home. We'll go from there. We are purposefully going low light here just to show you guys exactly what we're going to be doing for nighttime. So hot shower done, dinner done, complete. Total for the day, we're looking at 1,819 calories consumed, 170 grams of protein, 64 fat, and 147 carbs. Pretty close. We could boost up the protein a touch and we could take it a little easier on the fats, but honestly, really not a bad day overall. That's kind of what it's going to be looking like for dinner. I had we made calzones essentially. So calzones with some like turkey sausage, turkey pepperoni, and low-fat cheese, things like that. So very simple, very easy, but high on the carbs, and that's why the carbs are so high. But we need them there so we can continue to build muscle and get that on our frame. So very important. So nighttime, gonna grab dinner, grab a shower, head into the room, decompress, low light, get me kind of ready for bed, and then have a book maybe, you know what I mean? Read something, and then I'm thinking we start doing some sleepy time, nighttime tea on the side just to, you know, really seal the deal. And that's just going to be to fully decompress, get completely ready for bed. Honestly, I don't think this is something I'm going to be hitting perfectly every single time. But with the idea in mind that this is what, like, the pristine nightly routine would look like for me, I think this would help. So, yeah, cooling the room down. I don't have the fan on right now just because I want you guys to be able to hear me. But normally, fan on. And, yeah, just decompressing, having a book or something to kind of help me relax after everything else. And just really, really getting toned down, chilled, relaxed, low light, calm, and hopefully we'll be sleeping better because I do have trouble sleeping, and that's something I absolutely need to fix because sleeping, not only does it help with the recovery from all the workouts and everything like that, but it helps maintain lower cortisol levels, which is literally so directly tied to weight gain. I can't stress it enough. So this is the final piece of the puzzle for me. And yeah, so we'll have our check-in or shower, book or something just to kind of relax and decompress, and then bedtime, and that's going to be the whole day. So that's the wrap up of what we are going to be looking like from here on out. I hope that helps you guys kind of see what I'm working with. I won't always be recording every single bit of this, but for anybody who gets in on this video, you will see kind of each piece of the puzzle and how it's coming together, and we'll see how well it works. Maybe I'm full of it, but if not, hey, hopefully that helps us get the results we were looking for. Hopefully that helps us stay on track, keep losing weight, lean down even faster than last time. Because I think we're doing pretty good overall, especially with putting on some muscle and continuing to lose the weight. And I almost forgot, burning for the day, we got 9,000 steps in, 8,871, and then 1,201 calories. So I can't ask for better than that. That is ridiculous. And yeah, that's the formula. That's what we're going to be looking for. So for anybody, I'm not going to be recording that every single time, you know, per day. But for anybody who's seen this video, you'll know the pieces of the puzzle that are going together in the background to make it all possible. So hopefully this helps. If you don't have a routine or something like that and you see the progress I'm going to be making, hopefully this helps you come up with a routine for yourself, or, you know, at least use some of the ideas. But I wish you the best of luck on your journey. I hope you're leaning down, hitting those goals, getting just everything you've been looking for. Put in the work, you'll get there, because it takes time. And it takes dedication. It takes work. And you guys already know that. So, thank you. I appreciate you always for showing up. Thank you, guys. And as always, look better, feel better, be better. It's time to lean down, baby. Final lean down. Let's get after it. Let's go.